And just one moment. Well, I need, okay, more space to write well and this way. Well, okay, so let's talk about writing again. Writing task 2, another topic, another actually type of writing. So as we discussed before, so we discussed about advantage, disadvantage, agree, disagree. So I think it's not bad. And you know, we have different types as we discussed before. The structure is the same somehow, 4 or 5 paragraphs. So you know that actually some students ask me about the number of paragraphs, so that is better to be written like 4 or 5. Just, you know, in writing task 2, you can write 4 or 5, but so it means you can have 3 main bodies, but I would prefer 4. If it's actually essential, it's necessary, you can write 5, but actually the third main body is optional. So it's like, you know, you like or no, you think, okay, 4 paragraphs is enough. But when you say 4 or 5, I mean 1 introduction, main body 1, main body 2, and main body 3, as I told you, that is optional. So it's like your choice if needed. And the last one, that is conclusion. Okay, so, well, let's choose a good topic for today and talk about it. Well, tell me about discussion. Have we talked about discussion essay? Have we talked about discussion? Okay, so let's talk about it because this one is another actually common essay type, Niles test, so it's not bad to talk about it. So let's talk about this type and techniques, tips. Okay, so first of all, what is discussion? So discussion essay actually has 2 types. So the first one, 2 types of discussion say. The first one, there will be 2 sides of the same thing, or there will be 2 different opinions. So let me write these 2 types on the board because you need to know they are different and the way that we write, of course, will be different. So we have discussion essay. What is that? 2 types. Number 1, that is, there will be 2 sides of the same thing. What is that? For example, homework is good for children or is bad for children. So as you can see, the topic is homework. The same thing, good or bad. So 2 sides. This is the first type of essay. The second one, as I told you, there will be 2 different options. For example, the government should focus on building, for example, housing, or on parks. So as you can see, we have 2 different things, 2 different that you need to address. So that's really important to know which type of essay you need to write about. Okay, so let's talk about the first type, or let me choose a good topic. So how to write. So first of all, let me talk about this actual structure. You know, again, we have introduction, and we need to just don't forget paraphrase. So that's really important. In your introduction, you need to paraphrase the question, and actually we have this. So every introduction so consists of two parts. The first one, as I told you before, introduction. The first one is the paraphrase of a question. So you know this. We make the question simpler, more understandable using synonyms, definitions, but we have another one that is this statement. And what is this one? Main points, maybe, and your opinion. So what you're going to discuss in your essay, and of course, what is your opinion? Just one line, not more. There is no detail in the introduction, but you need to state main point, what you're going to talk about in your essay, and what is your opinion. So you can briefly say, and then of course you will separate in your main bodies. Well, let's choose a good topic. Okay, for example, we can say that completing university education is thought by some to be the best way to get a good job. On the other hand, other people think that getting experience and developing soft skill is more important. So which one? Actually, we want to discuss both views. So let's talk, just let me, if we discuss this topic, because it's really important, I need to be sure that we discuss. So just one moment, I need to check something to be sure that we discuss this topic or no. I don't want to repeat it again. One moment, please, to check. Okay, the previous video, just one moment.
I think we did, but
oh yeah, we discussed it. Yeah, we discussed it. Okay, so we discussed it. Let's choose another topic. Oh, so just you didn't tell me. As I told you, you need to. Okay, so you know this one. Okay, so let's move on to another topic, another important. So as I know, advantage, disadvantage, we discussed. Yes.
Yes.
How about agree, disagree? Cause and solution, I don't think we discussed
No,
this.
we
Yeah,
didn't
okay.
discuss.
Yeah, of course, cause and solution. So, okay, actually, I'm trying to give you and talk about to give you different alternatives so that you know how to write different essay and different topics. So let's talk about, okay, cause and solution, because we haven't talked about before. Okay, well, again, so the same, let me erase this one. I need, okay, place. So cause and solution. Something happens. What is the cause and what solution you can give? Okay, again, the number of paragraphs, the same. Again, we have introduction, that is paraphrase, and of course this statement. Well, so let's talk about, let me give you a topic to write. What is the question? Many offenders commit more crimes after serving their first punishment. Why is this happening? So cause and what measures can be taken. Of course, we're going to talk about solution to tackle this problem? So this is our question. First of all, let's talk about some words. So what is the meaning of offender? You know? If you want to give a good synonym for offender, so what word? So you know that someone who commits a crime, illegal activity or act is offender. So we can say criminal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so criminal can be. Okay, and when they serve, let's talk about this one, serving first punishment. So I have a good synonym for punishment, that is summons. Summons means punishment. So this is about this one. When, for example, someone serves 10-year summons, it means they need to go to the prison for 10 years. Okay, so serving the first punishment means getting their first punishment summons. Okay, so let me ask you, really, what do you think about it? So what is the reason that, you know, many criminals commit means do or commit more crimes after serving their first punishment? So they go to jail, then, of course, they again, after serving their punishment, they need to become, I don't know, to be part of society. They need to work, they need to find a, but they do it again. Why do you think?
I mean, it's just like a. I don't know. Like it's probably into like some kind of like just repeat it again when they've like found interesting if they just got to do it one time already.
Yeah, of course, there are different, maybe, reasons. The first one,
Yeah.
after after going to jail, if you are accepted in society as a normal person, no, because you are not, because of your background. So this can be the first reason. Well, here, so first of all, we need to discuss this type of essay, okay? We need to, of course, present the topic, like for example, okay, why, what is, so give some reasons that why, and then of course we can give solution. Okay, well, so let's paraphrase the question, let's write it, okay, and try to paraphrase, and of course this statement that is really important. Well, let's underline the keywords here. So offenders, commits, serving first punishments. Okay, so many, how to write it? Many, a large number. We don't say a lot of, you know that a lot of is too basic to be used. So large number. Offenders, as I told you, criminal, of criminals. Okay. Commits more crimes. Okay. So after serving their first punishments, I want to say who serve, okay, their first, I don't want to say punishment, as I told you, sentence that is the same, okay, they more actually commit more crimes. How to paraphrase it? It means when they leave prison, they do it again, or they leave prison only to re-offend. Offend, to crime, actually to commit a crime. Re-offend, to do it again. So this is the paraphrase of my question. Now, it's time to write my this is statement. Okay, what is that? Let's talk. If I have any idea, so why? Because I will discuss, you know? So I give, okay, I have an idea about it. So I write, then my detailed, my supporting sentences will come in my main bodies. Well, so what do you think? Maybe it's really difficult finding job, can we say?
Yeah.
And what else?
I think it's like some kinds of like racism when people having background, so that it was one of the reason that people other people could took that to bully,
Yeah,
just making the feels more like
yeah,
offend and just wanna do something like commit crime again. So yeah.
yeah. So can we say that it's difficult to maybe something like get back to society? Yeah.
Yeah.
So sometimes, for example, we need to actually get, but we, as I told you, we are not accepted. So it's like, yeah, so it's really difficult to restore actually a former state because you are not that person anymore. So what can we say? I have a good word here that you can say. And let me write rehabilitate. That is the verb. And of course, rehabilitation, that is noun. So, okay, this one, that is, you know, to restore to a former state, you know, maybe everything. So it's really difficult. Now I want to use this one. How? So let's talk about it. So I have two actually ideas here. The first one, as I told you, difficulty, you know, having facing difficulties finding job because people don't accept you. This second one, rehabilitation. That is, you are not that person anymore. So let me write in my introduction, I can give reason, but with no detail. So we can say, this is, what is that? This is mainly because of what? First of all, lack of and difficulty. Okay, difficulty. So I want to say finding job, but job is not really good, you know, because this is formal. So it's better to use, what is it? It's better to use something else. So what can I use? Okay, so let me, okay, put your video picture here because, you know, it's on my screen
Oh
and
yeah.
I can't, yeah, I can't see what I'm typing. Okay, so okay, now I can see you and the word at the same time. So, okay, so and difficulty, I don't want to say finding job. I say finding maybe regular employment job. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Employment. Why? When they are free from prison. So we can say once when released. You know that released, set free, free from prison. So this is actually cause. And now solution. Because this is cause and solution, I need to mention. And I say that there are numbers of solutions, of course. Should be, for example, the word implemented. to deal with or to tackle, to deal with criminals who read. But I don't discuss what. Just I say that there are number, then I will discuss. Okay, and now let's see. Is that clear? So is there any word that you don't get the meaning? So I try to use normal words, so it's really easy. So, but yeah.
It's fine. It's fine.
Okay, well, and now let's keep going with main body. Okay, you help me. First of all, I want to ask you, I don't want you to write the main body. I want you to tell me, okay, I have cause, I have solution, how to manage my essay so that I can actually write, don't mix up like, don't mix up the information. So that I can write cause and solution separately. So how to manage my essay? How many paragraphs, main bodies?
Two main bodies. Like there's one for the cause and one for the solution.
Very good. So two main bodies, cause, solution. Let's get started with cause, of course. And in my main body, I, definitely use what I discussed in my introduction, not more. So
Yeah.
for the first paragraph, I have this and this. So let's write. Okay, I say, firstly, because this is the first one. Firstly, the reason for most, not everyone, most first offenders, so we say first time offenders, committing crimes again. So someone that actually, that was the first time, but they do it again. Okay, what is that? So I want to talk about once they release, as we discussed, once they have been released from where? Of course, from prison. Okay, is due to, because of, lack of rehabilitation. So due to lack of, okay. What it means, now it's time to explain. Okay, I don't understand. I'm an examiner and I don't understand. What do you mean? What? Lack of rehabilitation? What is that? So you need to explain. So what is that? Okay, whilst in prison. So I want to explain. In other words, okay, offenders, criminals, which one you want to say, are not given, I'm using passive because actually no matter who, don't give, just, are not given a chance, as we discussed,
Yeah.
to what? To learn new skills, to get back, okay, for the future, especially when they are in prison, for the future, okay, or of course maybe develop a deeper understanding of what? Of correct behavior, of correct moral behavior. Okay, so this is, and we know that, for example, this is the first time, okay, someone goes to jail, to prison. Okay, what happens? This person mix with other criminals. Someone who actually reoffended something many times. What this person learned? A lot of things. So because they know. So we can say moral behavior instead mix with what? Other criminals. So this is the first problem, okay? What will happen? Of course, this mixture, being with other criminals, the only thing actually is that they make stronger criminal. Actually, they maybe strengthen, your criminal intention. So you want to do because now you know more. So we can say which only strengthen. So you know that strengthen means make something stronger. Okay, what? There we can say criminal what? Intentions. So they want to do it again. I went to jail, so I learned a lot. Now I know what to do later. So this is the first one. And secondly, difficulty finding job. So secondly, what will happen? Repeat offending. I don't want to say reoffend. Repeat offending is also owing to difficulty finding employment after being released. Yeah, this is I discussed. Now, this is cause and solution. So as a result, so what will happen? As you can see, when I discuss the problem, actually the cause, I give something like a result. So what will happen when something this actually, when we have this condition, something will happen. It has consequences. So I discuss it. So as a result, many of them struggle what? You know that financially. Oh, what is going on here? As a result, many of them struggle financially. They don't have money, which leads them back to crime without considering, regardless of the consequences. We don't think about the result because we have no money. So this is my first paragraph. Let's check it together. Tell me if you have any questions related to this one, this paragraph. So I don't know, a part that you didn't get, so a part that is not clear.
No.
Okay. Well,
yeah.
Okay, very good. So as you can see, first, when you write your introduction, after paraphrasing, you give your reasons, okay, your cause, and after that, just you mention that, yeah, there are solutions. If there is no solution, you say, okay, there is no solution. And then, okay, in first paragraph, as you can see, you discuss them one by one. Don't forget about, explain. When I say lack of rehabilitation, okay, what will happen? due to lack of rehabilitation. Of course, they don't give chance, so they learn something in prison and they try to actually follow it. And the second one, okay, there is no job, there is no money, so of course they have to. So these two can be discussed. Now it's time to talk about solutions. Okay, you tell me, what can we do? You give me some ideas. I want to write and you give me some ideas for these two problems.
Well, I think that it's just based on the background that people shouldn't take it too seriously when we can have we can give them a second chance to do it better so they wouldn't commit crime again. That was the way that could reducing this. And also I think there should be jobs that could be for criminals, like they could accept it, people who have commit crime already,
Of course.
just more easy for them.
Yeah, very good. So actually here, as you just mentioned, we have two problems. So we definitely directly should talk about these two problems. So the first one, when we say, okay, after releasing, so what they have problem because, they actually have no skills. So because they are not taught how to do. So let's do this. Let's teach them. Let's actually teach them, let's give them chance to learn, to retain with skills, useful skills, so that they can be sure about the future job. So after prison, I know something. Okay, for example, I learned a skill, now I can use it later. The second one, okay, they need to get back to society. So that is really important. So they need to be actually supported financially. They need to support themselves. So we can mention them. Another method. So again, when they reoffend, okay, so of course, maybe we need to prevent them from taking any chances after actually releasing from prison. So we need to monitor them maybe. Yeah, okay, they learned something, so let's monitor, yeah, let's see everything, let's check them. So let's write them now. We know, okay, so we brainstormed, we know what to write. Okay, I have some ideas. Let's write it. Okay, well, so I say there are two effective solutions to the problem of reoffenders or repeat offenders. So one way, now let's explain, describe them one by one, okay? So one way to tackle this is to ensure that, or to make it a point to ensure that all criminals, people who commit crime, who enter prison, entering prison, are given the chance, okay, the chance to what? To retain what? With useful skills, which why will hopefully ensure them make them sure to find a job after they have been, for example, they have served, I don't know, their sentence, or they have been released. So we can say this way. I don't want to repeat release, so I say they have served. Okay, so this is the first one. So by doing this, why? I need to explain. By doing this, okay, what will happen? As I told you, they can support themselves financially. So I need to maybe paraphrase it, make it a bit formal. So by doing this, it will help them going back to society, reintegrate. So you can guess the meaning of integrate, reintegrate. As I told you, reintegrate into society. It means to back into. So we can say back into society. Yeah. To reintegrate, as we said, okay. And what will happen? Of course, let me write back into community. Society is better here. Society, and of course it gives them some means of supporting themselves. How? Financially, right? This is the first method. Yeah. We have another method, as I told you. Sure. So another method, okay, of, I don't want to say tackle, of dealing with criminals who, what criminals? I don't want to say repeat often, I say re-often, okay, is to have more, what? Supervision and checks. Where? In place when they are back in society. So we need to check them to be sure everything is okay. So if they are following the rules or no. So that's really important, okay? So we need to check. And now, why? I need to explain. So why I chose this method? I need to do this solution. I think this solution maybe would hopefully, I don't say, for example, doubtfully, because it will hopefully, we are hopeful about it, you know? It's not something sure, certain that say, okay, 100%. So we say, would hopefully prevent them from taking any chances. Yeah? Any chances. Yeah. And of course, deter them from re-offending because they are being so closely watched, monitored. So this is the second one. Well, the only point that is really important and you need to know is that, as you can see, when I discuss something, I give reason. Why? Okay, so that's really important. Just If you say, okay, this is my solution, that okay, it's better to monitor them, to, for example, watch them closely. Why? Just, it's not enough. So you need to support what you explain, what you talk about, what you write about. Explain and support. I think this is a good solution because it helps this way. Or I think this is not a good solution because it doesn't work. So I need to separate. And for example, and for this one, ditcher, so you can, oh, let me write another. So we have this word. You can also say discourage. That is the opposite of encourage. So discourage from doing something. Okay, be aware of what you are doing because there will be some consequences. So this is discourage is actually a good synonym for a teacher. Well, this is my second paragraph. Now it's time to ask any questions related to this paragraph.
No.
No, is it clear?
Yeah.
Of course, Alex, there are different ways that, again, you can paraphrase my essay. So there are different ways that you can use. And let me say something that is really important. Sometimes, as I told you, it's better to use synonyms, paraphrases. But why we do this? To make our essay simpler, clear, so that it's more understandable. But sometimes, actually, there is a misunderstanding here. Some candidates, some students think that, oh, so let's find synonym for each word. No. Sometimes using synonym can make actually your essay a bit confusing. So pay attention. When using synonyms, actually the purpose of using synonym is to make our essay more understandable, better, advanced. But when we use a synonym and it's a bit confusing and I'm like, what is that? I don't do this. I use the same word. So we don't. Actually, there is no rule that you definitely or you must replace every word with synonym. No. So pay attention to this. Okay, Alex, it's time to write our conclusion and it's your turn to help me. So in your conclusion, what you need to write, again, you need to restate, of course, restate main points. Okay, just this, maybe 2 or 3 lines, and that's it.
In conclusion, to reduce
And
the
you
number
don't
of.
need to, and let me say something, you don't need to discuss the reasons that, okay, for this reason, because you already discussed them. So just talk about the solution briefly. You can type, okay? So you have time. Let's write your conclusion.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, in conclusion, there are many solutions to reduce the number of criminals who used to reoffend. I don't like this grammatical structure. So used to reoffend, no. Who reoffend? Because when you say used to, you're talking about something that actually stopped. But now you're talking about an action that happens again. So you can't use say used to reoffend. Used to offend is okay, but reoffend, we're talking about reoffend. So you need to actually remove used to, as well as giving out a chance to learn useful skills, have better supervision when they are back in society. Therefore, good solution are the key. Okay, it's good, but you can briefly actually, maybe a bit slightly change it. How? Use better words. Of course, the words that you use, like, supervision is okay. You use from the text, that's really okay. Just, the structure has problem. So please pay attention to this one. That is really important. And for example, now, if I want to, for example, give a conclusion, I say yes. Without considering, I say in conclusion, regardless of the reason for reoffending, I don't want to discuss it. First one, having skill training and education in prison, as well as you write, closer observation. I don't want to repeat again exactly the same words. Observation for who, which actually for newly released offenders. They actually newly recently released, so can be effective. Why? Because actually it prevents criminals from committing crimes. So let's write, yours is really good, but you can also say, in conclusion, okay, regardless, without considering of the reason. So for what reason? Okay, for reoffending, because we don't want to talk about again, having, so this one, skills, training, and education in prison, as well as what? Closer observation for people who newly released offenders or criminals can be effective in preventing criminals from what? Committing crimes, again, reoffending. So this is my conclusion. And somehow they are similar, but just some words. If you change, it's good because you also, you already use, for example, I don't know, like observing, so you don't need to use it again. So it's better to use another word. So that will be really good. So supervision is used, so why not to use it again? So let's use another one. And that's it. You don't need to talk about reason, cause again. It's already discussed. Just, okay, the solution that you gave briefly, this and that. It's better to paraphrase. Okay, this is all about this type of essay. Do you have any questions related to this one?
No.
And something really important. Alex, pay careful attention. Cause solution essay. Actually, in IELTS, because it's really important, because we have different kinds of solution essay. So is that? Oh, thank you. Okay, and what is that? That is really important. So pay attention because they are different. The first one is solution essay, the first time. You will give, actually, I don't know, you will be given a problem, any problem. So, and then this essay asks you, okay, to, for example, talk about solutions. So you have the problem and you talk about solution. What solution can you offer? This is the first one, okay? Or I don't know if there are any measure that you can suggest to tackle the problem. So as I told you, a problem will be given and you only discuss solution. This is the first one, that is solution. The second one that we just studied is cause solution. So again, IELTS will give you a problem that exists in the word today, and then ask you what solutions you can offer, so cause and solution, but the difference. Here we have the reasons for it. What are the reasons and why something like this happening and what solutions you offer. So in cause solution, again, you will be presented with a topic, and I don't know, it can be any topic like this one that we just did. And you will actually see two questions. So first, you need to talk about causes of the problem, then give solution. So this is different. And the last one, problem solution, is definitely different from cause and solution. So problem solution is not really common. It's maybe less common. Cause and solution is more common. So this one, that is problem solution, is a bit confusing, okay? You will be actually given an issue, such as any problem. I don't know, for example, people moving to urban areas for work, for example. And you will see again two questions, but here we don't have cause. What problems does this cause? What problems? And then how to deal with. So again, two questions, but not about cause. Here, actually, what problems? So the first one, solution. The second one, cause solution. The third one, problem solution. Cause solution is really we can say common, most common one. Okay, just we will discuss later. I would actually give you another alternatives, and we will do another essays we will write together about solution essay, or for example problem solution. Okay, and that's it.
Yeah.
Well, and now it's time to ask any questions, any issues related to this one, or I don't know, something that you want to ask me.
No. It's all
Okay,
clear.
well, okay, that's perfect. Don't forget about the starting, and it's really good to write another essay. So I will send you another topic, and I want you please to write. Just, we want to actually assess your writing skills. So I want to see if there is a, problem, or I don't know, mistake, error, so we can correct it together. Okay, so it's good to practice. I will send you a topic, and I want you to write your essay and send it to me. I will check it, okay?
Yeah.
Well, and that's it. Have a
Yeah.
great weekend. Enjoy your time and
Yeah.
have a really joyful and happy weekend.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Bye. You're welcome. Bye-bye.